Hey, what's going on, everyone? Big Bob. Welcome back to another edition of Tales of the King. Today we're in El Cajon, California. We're going to speak with Manny, check out some of his projects, check out his shop. You guys stay tuned. King Life.
Hey, hold on, man. Before we go in there, I painted some for you guys, man.
All right.
Check it out. This is appreciation for you guys coming out here and doing this for me. Here you go,
Oh, man. Thank you,
yeah.
brother. I appreciate
no problem,
it, man.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You guys stay tuned. King Life.
Having your own business,
Yeah.
it's very stressful, man. You don't know what's gonna come through the door next week or next month or next year. It's hard, man. But on the other note, I'm creating my own path, man. I'm making my own future. I'm making my own career. I'm the one that made it happen. Nobody's doing it for me. I took a pinstriping brush and I did it, and I didn't know what it was. Saw a fucking brush with long hairs, dipped it in, I tried it, and I was like, the coolest thing I've ever done. At that moment, it was like this is what I'm gonna do.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Big Bob with Tales of the King. Welcome back to another edition. Today we're in El Cajon, California with Manny. What's going on, Manny?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Owner of CSNRS Color Studio. Before we get started, we just want to say thank you guys, man, for everyone that's been tuning in, everyone that's reaching out via emails, DMs, YouTube. If you guys can see, I've been responding to you guys on YouTube, and I said that end of the year that I was going to get better at that. So I hope I'm answering all your questions. If not, I hope I'm leading you into the right direction. But we just want to say we truly appreciate all of you guys, and we're gonna be coming in heavy this month and next month, and hopefully, like I said before, we're gonna at least try for 2 a month. But like I said, today we're in El Cajon, California with Manny. Manny, again, thank you, appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Manny, you're a pinstriper, painter, you do leaf?
Yeah, leaf work, a little bit of sign work, graphics. My specialty here at the shop is mostly just painting motorcycles and, ground up, a little bit of, extended fenders.
Right. So you do little fab work?
Yeah, my neighbor does it for me. He extends my fenders, and I do a little bit of fab work as well. So. And
you're this whole industry, I guess, you're not new to this scene.
No, I've been at it I've been pinstriping for 21 years.
Wow. I've
had this shop for I think 6, and I've been painting for about, I want to say 15 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, custom paint.
And this is what you do full time. This is your job.
Full-time gig.
Bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you guys, again, he's in El Cajon, and like always, everything will be down below in the description. His links, Instagram, all that information will be there. Now, what are some of the projects you've been working on lately?
Right now, I got 2 bikes in here right now that I'm doing. I just finished one up that we'll get to when we go out there. But I pinstripe lowriders. Whatever comes to the shop. I do a lot of license plates and stuff like that, and that's mostly it, man, from right now.
So you're not just a motorcycle painter?
No, I do all kinds of stuff, man. I do double lines on cars. I do freehand pinstriping. I do a little bit of signs, for businesses and stuff, and pretty much whatever has to do with paint. I do wood grain, so I do wood grain on the old bombs and stuff, and flames, scallops, metal flake, all that stuff. Yeah, especially. Metal flake's real big with the motorcycles right now, so I do a lot of those too. So, but I do anything from stock black fairings to multicolored, multi-layered paint jobs.
So you keep it. So you'll do, if it's paint, you'll do it. There's no,
doesn't matter.
You're not gonna go. No, I don't want to do that. There's no pinstriping or leaf.
Yeah, I've done. I was doing before the coronavirus. I did a big, huge Ronald McDonald for a restaurant group down here. I did a big kitchen. They got metal flake their whole entire kitchen.
Really? It's gonna sound stupid. A house kitchen?
Basically, man. It was all just tile, and they wanted it done. This thing had to be gold metal flake.
Nice.
And I was like, I don't know if it's gonna stick to tile, but given the right amount of money, I'll make it happen.
It'll stick.
Yeah, so I'll make it stick.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Now, you done some like, I don't know, you've been recognized in magazines and.
Oh yeah. I've traveled. I've been all over the world. I was just in Buenos Aires, Argentina in 2019.
Oh, wow.
For a big show down there. I've been to Japan twice. I've been to Spain, Madrid. I've been to the East Coast. And then before that, I was in the Navy. So I hit all those places when I was in the armed forces. But Yeah, I've been around, man. I've been doing this for a long time.
So like shows like the overseas shows, are those like invite shows or? Are those
yeah, they are.
Wow.
Yeah, the when I went to Japan, I was actually invited by one of my friends here, Center Roots. He had me come and I stayed with him, and we did the Joints Bike Show out there,
Wow.
which is a really big motorcycle show, man. It's one of the baddest custom motorcycle shows I've ever been to. And went out there twice, and he had a big booth there. And I helped him out, did some live pinstriping there. It was pretty cool, man, because the Japanese were, watching me pinstripe a bike at the show. So it was cool, man, to like introduce my style to them and wherever else I go, you know.
And you have, you guys don't know either. Manny has a 2000 Road King Classic that we'll check out. That is, of course, done up. But you have some engraving on it that was done by a guy from Japan, right?
Yeah, same guy, my friend. Yeah, he did my my dash.
Oh, it's the same dude that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then he helped me paint it too. My bike was already painted. It was like a gray and white. I took it to an Easy Rider show in 2015, and it was all the V-Class style and everything.
Right.
And when I went to Spain, I actually took some parts to him, and he did like an eagle on it for me on my side covers, and I really dug that, man. Like I've done a lot of bikes. And I always like a lot of personalization, you know. So my side covers, I've always like embellished them like different than the rest of the bike. So I had him do some art on there, and then after that, he actually came to visit. So I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna repaint my whole bike, and I want you to do art on it. So the badges on the tanks are all him. He handed them in Japan. He drew them out. And then when he came out here, we did them.
Wow.
And we did them together, yeah.
Yeah, and you guys will see that his bike is clean, man. The engraving, the side covers, everything, the tank. So social media, right? Social media is huge part of everything these days.
Yeah.
Every culture, every
it's
clothing, everything. And you've been doing this for 21 years.
Yeah.
Do you feel that it's helped you or hasn't helped you or give you any edge over other artists as far as work, not really competition?
It's kind of hard, to say that because a lot of times if you go off Instagram pictures, man, you're not seeing it up close.
Right.
So there's that part of it, but I think it's a good tool. I mean, it has to be a good tool. You can't be archaic. You have to use it. So when I first started pinstriping in 2000. If I wanted to be inspired or go look at things that I liked, I had to go to car shows. I had to go to the car show. I had to go look at up close and personal to the car.
Right.
If I wanted to seek out people, I had to go and talk to them and knock on doors. After social media came out, it started changing. I remember MySpace came out, and then everybody had their own little websites, basically, their own little personal things. And then after that, of course, I think Instagram came out in like 2010. Which I think started out as a photo filtering app. I remember I had it. I think it was called something Gram, but I remember it was like you took a picture and there was all these filters on it. Oh, and I had a 1964 Impala wagon that I was taking pictures of with that, and it was like something Gram, and then the app came out.
Okay.
And I didn't know it was going to be this big. I'm sure some people knew it was going to be this big, but I mean, people make money off Instagram.
Right.
To run businesses off of it. So it's definitely helped me in my career, just like it's helped everybody. I just think sometimes people need to be a little more, not smarter, say, but just kind of do a little more research than just going off of a photo on IG and then saying, hey, paint my stuff. Or, hey, I want you to do this for me. Because to me, I think when you meet somebody, and there needs to be a relationship or a connection so that your vision is, transferred well or interpreted how you want it, Sometimes people will come here, especially with motorcycles. One thing I learned is that when you do a motorcycle tank, dude, you're looking at it all the fucking time.
Yeah, you are.
And before I was riding, I used to pinstripe motorcycles, and if somebody would bring me something that was off the bike, maybe it was a little bit off. And guys would come, hey, dude, this doesn't match on my dash, like a Road King dash,
Right.
Maybe dude, what's the big deal? Like, because I didn't ride.
Right.
Then I got a bike, and I was like, it's a big fucking deal.
I get it now.
Yeah, it needs to be legit.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely, like helped me, get where I'm at today, and I don't know, give me all the business that I've gotten,
Right.
Because I paint a lot of bikes from far away, I painted bikes that I've had to ship,
Wow.
So, it's definitely helped a lot.
Man, that's awesome.
Instagram. Plus, you can show, it's like a personal portfolio, So, and there is that part where you can filter stuff out. So maybe it is kind of a good thing, you know?
How is it like going to a show or even going to an event and seeing your work? Is that like,
oh man,
it has to be like, you're like, oh fuck. Dude,
yeah, I love it. I love going and seeing it. And I love seeing people's reaction to it too. You know, I love seeing,
especially if they don't know that it's you did it.
Yeah, either they know or they don't know, but it's just cool that that's the whole point of it, is to bring attention to the person's, you know, belongings.
Right.
So you know, I think it's cool. I really love things that are personalized. You know, that's what I love about Harleys, is that you can make them your own and change them up, and you know, I love that, man. I don't know any other motorcycle that you can actually like buy parts for at a swap meet and put it on your bike and it looks completely different than somebody else's, you know? And
with the Harley, you could legitimately, did I say that right? Legitimately?
Yeah.
That sounds smart. You could Vikla out a Road King, right?
Yeah.
Or you get that same Road King and make it a performance Road King.
Yeah.
And that's probably one, besides like a chopper.
Interchangeable.
Yeah. Besides like a chopper, it's probably one of the only motorcycles that you could do that with.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's some guys that I've seen other bikes. I've seen Yamahas that have been like V-clad out.
Right,
you know,
right.
I've seen, you know,
but it doesn't have that.
Yeah, it doesn't have that look, but at least the guy has. I think if he's trying harder,
right,
to get that, and he's working with what he's got. I think that's cool, man.
You know, it's funny you said that, because I know I kind of sound like I was making fun of them. I wasn't. But when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, that's not a Harley, or oh, that guy's on a Sportster. Oh, I'm like, you know what? It's about the ride.
Yeah, absolutely. Man.
And people, like, if, you know, we put on rides here and there sometimes, and people are like, hey, well, I got a Yamaha. Like, I don't care. Let's go.
That's cool, man.
They got cold beer and good food where we're going. Let's go. You know, it's all
to
about
me,
the good
that's
time.
more important too, man.
Right.
I don't judge people for what they ride. I've painted all kinds of stuff, man. Everything that comes through my door, I paint it. You know? No problem. I treat everybody the same. I mean, I think the same thing, man. You're on a motorcycle because you want to be free, man. You want to be in the wind, you know? It's a big deal.
Has there ever been a job where you're like,
oh, fuck, every day. Every day, man. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, because I got a certain style, man. You know, I like things a certain way, but...
Your name is on that regardless.
Yeah, but it's like, I've been in business for a long time, and it's just like, you can't... Not everybody has your style, you know? Sometimes it even takes a longer time for your style to catch up and for people to appreciate it. You know? It can maybe take 5 to 10 years, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, dude, that was cool. Right. You know, I've owned cars that I've painted and bought and sold, and it's like, you know, when I had them, I was like, this is gonna bring me all this work, and it never would. And either people were intimidated by the work, or it looked too expensive. Got rid of the car, and then all of a sudden it was like 5 years later, dude, that fucking car you had was so cool. And that paint that you had, oh, was incredible. How come you didn't tell me when I had the fucking thing, you know?
Because it wasn't cool back then.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess
Instagram made it cool.
Instagram made it cool. Exactly, man.
Manny, so obviously you're an artist. You were an artist before all this?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, really?
No, it was just, you know, I just had a passion for cars and like cool things, you know.
Did you know you could draw or do lines?
You know what? The only thing I knew how to do was flames.
I ask if you know you could do it, because I don't think like it's something you just do. It has to be in you. You know what I mean?
It does, man. It's gotta be like it's inside you, and then it's like as soon as you find that, it's it, man. Like you found it for some reason. It changes your life. And I think I knew that the minute I picked up a pinstriping brush. Wow. Like it changed. I always loved cars, man. I never knew how everything was done. I was always, you know, of course, man, I was a fucking kid. I was naive. Right. You know, I didn't know anybody that worked on cars. I didn't know anybody that had any shops. Wow. I grew up in North Orange County, you know, bordering LA. So there was cool shit all the time, everywhere. Muscle cars, lowriders, motorcycles. Boyd Coddington was not too far from my place. Yeah. And you know, I would always like be in. I thought it was cool, man. I used to play with Hot Wheels and stuff, so I was like, man, I like this stuff. And every time I would see a car, it would catch my eye. Every time I see marketing or lettering on a building, it would catch my eye. Like, oh, dude, I really like the way that A is placed next to that L, or you know, hey, that menu up there looks absolutely horrible. And I was 8 years old.
So you had an eye for
things that like looked right, or that were well done. Wow, and so, I picked up a pinstriping brush, and I did it, and I didn't even know what it was. You know, I just saw a fucking brush with long hairs and some paint next to it. I was at a friend's house, dipped it in, I tried it, and I was like, dude, this is the coolest thing I've ever done. Wow, and it was awesome. Like at that moment, it was like, this is what I'm gonna do. And I never once thought that I was gonna end up doing this, what I'm doing right now.
Right.
Because I picked up my first spray gun was like at an art store, and it had like a glass bottom, and I was like spraying stuff on my porch with it, with like a nail gun compressor. I had no idea how to mix paint or anything. I was just like doing it, and I loved it. I was like, this is cool. I would spray paint my own car. You know, I made a brush one time myself because of shit I would see in magazines.
Right.
And I was like, well, I like the way these things are, these scallop things, you know? And so I did it myself on my car. And I tried to outline it with a brush that I made with fucking latex paint, like, you know, house paint.
Yeah.
I think I ended up doing one side and just gave up. I just left it like that. And that's just how it's been ever since, man. I got into painting from just by luck, pretty much, man. I was... After I got out of the Navy, I was working for a wheelchair company, and this guy I was with happened to go around the corner to a taco shop. He's like, "Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get this burrito." We had been talking about stuff, you know, and what are you into? What do you do? So he comes back and he goes, "Hey man, there's a shop over there. It's got all these cool cars and all this pinstriping and flames." What the fuck are you talking about? There's no shops like that around here. This was actually in El Cajon.
Did it ring a bell when you heard that?
It rang a bell because I heard flames and pinstriping,
right.
and I was like, "What?" So I went around. And I saw it, man. It was Hot Rod City. It was this big shop that was out here that was like next to this famous car dealership out here called De La Fuente Cadillac. It was huge, man. It was like a dealership of hot rods. And the guy was trying to, you know, kind of do what Boyd Coddington did, which was build like one key turnkey hot rods and, you know, alloy bodies. And dude, me being naive, I walked in there and asked for a job. Like, you know, the old me would have been like the me now would have been intimidated.
Right,
like, nah, dude, they ain't gonna fucking hire me. But me, I walk in there with my uniform on. I'm like, hey man, I pinstripe. They're like, you do? Well, why don't you bring us your portfolio tomorrow and we'll check you out. I had this portfolio that I made with some cheap album from the thrift store with glued fucking pictures with disposable camera photos. They were all blurry. I couldn't even believe I showed them that. Oh, here you go. This is what I do. And they hired me, man. I took me to the back. I met Benny Flores, and Benny was like, you know what? I kind of like hiring guys that don't know anything because that way you can teach them your way.
Right.
So
which is usually the right way.
Yeah, his way was the right way, and that's how I started, man. I came over there. I thought I was gonna be. I was the whole weekend. I was so happy. I was living my dream. I get there, and he's like, man, you ain't gonna be doing that. You're not gonna be striping. You're gonna be cleaning floors and cleaning my paint guns. And all right, I'll do it. You know, I just came from the Navy, I was used to abuse, man. Right. So I was like, well, this is nothing, you know. At least I'm around cars, like my dream, you know. And that's how I started, man. He showed me how to buff. He showed me how to primer. Showed me how to do body work. Showed me everything I know how to do now.
So you started from the bottom up.
Bottom up, man. Yeah, I used to buff both full cars and wet sand all week and buff at the end of the week and detail. And I started from that. And then I had my own car that I was building, and I just pretty much just practiced on it. I would flame it 3 times a year, you know, and started realizing how much work goes into into doing a custom paint. It's a ton of work, man. So
during the process of coming up, did you ever think, man, this ain't worth it, guys?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I tried to get a regular job, and Benny had even told me, man, at one point, he's like, because I had got let go from Hot Rod City, they got slow. And, you know, everybody he goes, you know what, man, you need to go get like a regular job. You don't want to do this shit forever. You know, it's hard, it's stressful, and it is, man. Having your own business, it's very stressful, man. You don't know what's gonna come through the door next week or next month or next year. So, you know, it's hard, man. But on the other note, I mean, I'm creating my own path, man. I'm making my own future. I'm making my own career. I'm the one that made it happen. Nobody's doing it for me. I've been all over the world because of myself, because of the way I am, because of how I connect with people. You know, that's what's gotten me where I'm at today. So that's what I like about my shop is that whoever comes through my door, man, they always get treated right, and there's no bickering, there's no arguing. I don't ever shoot down people's ideas, man. I don't shun nobody. And I think that's a main part of having my business, and that's what made me stay surviving even through this virus thing, man. Because it's like people know that I don't gouge people, I don't take advantage of anybody. So anybody I call, hey man, I need some work, they bring it. Nice. It's cool, man. They trust me, and that's very important.
You know, you said something, the people connection, because there's a lot of people. You know, there's people who don't have that connection with people, like they're not very personable. Yeah. And it's okay because they don't want to talk to my assistant, which is cool. But for those people that do want to connect, that's huge because you personality is everything.
Oh, absolutely, man. That's absolutely everything.
I go off that, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to deal with this guy.
You know, I mean, how do you feel when you walk into a store? And I mean, it's happening to me every day now. I go into a store, people are incompetent, they're rude.
Right. Oh yeah.
These people, when you teach people to greet people, you can't even greet somebody. Like, it's a big deal to me that I was building my car when I was like 21 years old. I was building my Ford on my own, without knowing anybody, without Instagram, without knowing not any fucking person in San Diego. And I was just going around to these places. Hey, can you help me? Hey, can you help me? And it was like doors closed. You don't know anything. Taking all my money, you know. And I was like, I don't like this, man. I think it turns people off.
Right.
You know? And I think it's a bad thing that it does for our industry, because once that person gets their fire put out, it ruins it for everybody. If you have a guy that buys a fucking Harley and he goes to somewhere to get it painted and the paint job comes out fucked up, they take his money. You think he's gonna ride the thing?
Right.
He's gonna put it away and be embarrassed. You know, hey, fuck it, I'm done. I'm gonna move on to cycling or mountain biking or scuba diving, whatever. But we just lost the customer, the whole industry.
Right.
And that to me is why I always like make sure that my customers are content, and my reputation matters to me more than my, you know, than making money. To me, it's more important, because down the line, people are always gonna know, man. Hey, if there's a problem ever, I'll fix it. No problem. You know. So that's just how I am. That's how I run my
shop. Yeah. There it is, you guys. You heard it from the man himself, Manny. Hey, let's go check out your Road King, and you have your, what else here?
I got Street Glide 2000.
As well as you have some other projects out there.
I got some other projects here too that I've worked on.
Let's go check it out, guys. See you in a little bit. Yeah, Manny, so how long have you been here at this shop now?
I've been here for 6 years.
Okay, and this is solely your shop?
Yeah, I work alone. Sometimes I bring my daughter in. She's been helping me. Had a few helpers come in and out, you know.
Right.
For the most part, I'm by myself.
Nice. And this is your Road King right here, right?
Yeah, this is my 2000.
Who painted this? I'm just kidding. So what have you done? I know we talked about it earlier, but what did you do exactly to it after you got it?
So I got it stock. It had some 16s on it, and I air righted the back, but it would sit on the rear fender.
Okay.
So I didn't like that, man, because I didn't feel safe, obviously. It was white and gray at one point, and then I had my homeboy from Japan come down, and we did those badges on the side of the tank there, and then he did those side covers for me. And but the back, Jesse, my friend here at the complex, he does fabrication.
Nice.
So we actually moved the fender up and cut the back of the fender there, and where it goes into the battery. Cut that and then moved it up so that way the tire would sit low, and then, or not sit low, but the fender would be up more, and then you got clearance. Okay. So I could ride this thing like this.
Oh, I
can ride it like this. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Besides, like, of course, curbs and potholes and shit. I don't do it, but if my air system fails, I can get to the corner or whatever. Yeah. So it's extended like 6 inches back there, and the front's extended to it. I got a 23-inch rim.
You got a 23-inch rim, Marcos.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Did you get the? Sorry, I'm not telling you what to do. That was done by, I'm sorry, what's his name from Japan?
Masa from Center Roots. Yeah, he did that, and then Hernan's Engraving did the horn cover there on the other side.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hernan did it for me. Yeah.
Engrave it. So you good right now? You have any plans to do anything with it?
You know what? If anything, I would like air ride the front, but my plan for this bike is to keep it and give it to one of my kids.
Oh, nice.
Maybe they'll end up inside their house or something.
Right. Hell yeah.
But I want it to be forever. I've had so many projects that I bought and sold. And I put my heart and soul into everything I own.
Right,
and so I always sell it, man. And so this one I want to keep forever, no matter how hard or how bad times get. I don't want to ever get rid of it. For one, the personal touches that my friend did for me with the engraving and the badges there, it's not for sale, pretty much, Yeah,
you would like lose that personal.
Yeah, man. It is mine, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody else could have it. It's for me, man. This is top-notch. Phenomenal work. I mean, this is all hand done, man. The snakes with a sword. I did the striping around it. We collabed on that together.
Right.
And then the badge here, the way he did this texture is all hand done, man. This is all like drywall effect, And then it has this is an HD actually. It's a monogram. And then I did all the striping around it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful, man. You guys, it's a beautiful bike. Now, what do we got here? We obviously know that's a Road King, but let's see what this is.
This is Angel's Street 2014 Street Glide that I painted right when the pandemic started.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. And yeah, extended fenders. It's all teal candies, silver leaf, metal flake, pinstriped.
Now, when you do a bike, a motorcycle, a bike, whatever you want to call it, do they give you an idea? Do they give you what they want? Do they give you like a, hey, do something like this? Or do they say, hey, I want teal, black, and candy, run with it?
Yeah, for the most part, you know, they've, like this one I think started out, he wanted a stock Harley, like that teal color.
Okay.
You know, he wanted that and black.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what, man, let's do it in candy, you know. We'll do majority of it black and we'll add some of the teal. And I mean, this thing is incredible, man. He drives it every day.
It pops perfectly.
Yeah, he's always getting pulled over. People are always trying to follow him. Yeah. So it's kind of cool. But I shot some chameleon on the black there that you can't really see. But
chameleon, what's that?
It's a flip-flop color. It's like a pearl that you spray on black.
So in the sun, it'll change
from green to purple.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, or brown to red. You know, different colors like that, purple to orange. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Nice. And then, of course, we got another Road King.
Another Road King, yeah.
And if you guys, by the time this comes out, you guys already know we got Psycho Smith's banana boards on there. Doug?
Yeah, this was all hand done, too. I did all the metal flake and the lace.
Lace. No.
Yeah.
Lace, that's legit lace, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you just kind of tape it, or?
No, you just shoot a little bit of adhesion, like a glue on the lace pattern itself. You lay it down and then you just shoot black over it or any color you want over it.
Oh,
and then after that, you put your candies over it to kind of give it some depth.
Right.
You know? But it's a cool effect. It's an easy effect to cheat and get where you want to go real quick to make something look, you know.
Because it gives it that enough extra touch or look. I don't know what.
Yeah, a little custom.
Yeah,
a little custom. Yeah, exactly, man. So, and then, you know, I did a gold base on this thing with gold flake. So, he wanted to kind of keep it how the bike was. He wanted to repair when he brought it to me. And we ended up just doing the whole thing over.
Nice.
Yeah, it was gonna be too hard to blend it.
No, it looks good. Looks good.
Thank you.
What are those covers from? Are those custom?
Yeah, they're all airbrushed. Yeah, it's
By
not like
you?
a gun. No, I didn't do that. This was the previous owner that had it. It's really cool though.
Yeah. I didn't notice that till right now.
The rims got airbrushing on it too.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, both rims.
Wow.
Yeah.
There it is, you guys, man. Manny, owner of CSNRS Color Studio. Thank you for having us, brother.
Thank you.
Al Cajon, California, man. You guys now know if you're in the area or you're looking for a painter, leaf work, pinstriping. He does it all right here in the shop. We hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Tales of a King. We'll talk to you soon. King Life.